When someone describes selflessness, the first thing that comes to mind is the Oxford High baseball coach, Bradley Roberson. This past December, Coach Roberson donated one of his kidneys to Jenny Nelson, a woman he had only known for a year.
We met Frank and Jenny in our Sunday school class at North Oxford Baptist Church, and also through our choir. The decision came about when Frank told us about Jenny's condition. At that moment, as a choir and as Sunday school class, we began to pray for her. And then one night in choir practice, Frank told us that Jenny's condition was beginning to worsen. And we had prayer for her that night, and he was just really in prayer for a donor because the dialysis didn't seem to work anymore. So that night, Nicole actually stood up and asked Frank the specific question of what blood type Jenny would need for the kidney transplant. And, you know, I could kind of see the disgust on Nicole's face when she found out that she wasn't a match. That night I got home, and Nicole and I talked a little more, and then I ended up calling Frank and Jenny that very night and asking and telling them that I would like to try to donate a kidney to Jenny. And the process just kind of took off from there.
So that night when he got home, he called and he talked to Frank on the phone, and he told him that he wanted to be tested. And, you know, we were just overwhelmed. And, you know, when I realized what they were talking about, I just started squalling, you know. And I just went back to my computer and emailed him, because I told him, I said, I can't possibly talk right now. You know, I have no words to thank you, you know, but just to let him know how much I appreciated the fact that he just wanted to do this for me, that he's not a relative. You know, we're friends with him, but we had not known him that long. And he's young, you know, and I know, you know, he's got a job that he's got to do. And so he said, well, I want to do it, you know. And he never, ever wavered in his dedication, you know, to want to do this.
He is not only a hero to Jenny Nelson, he is a hero to his Oxford High baseball players as well.
He addressed the team as a whole about a week before his surgery, and telling that he was a match for this lady in his church, that he was going to donate his kidney to her. I thought that he was a very good Christian man, and that he's given up, maybe even given up his life to donate a kidney for someone not even related to him. We have somebody, a coach, that show us that it's not just the playing on the field, but it's off the field that really matters, and that you should do good on the field and off the field at all times.
People think of him as just a baseball coach, and, you know, a pretty good one. But, you know, I've known him for a little over 3 years now, and he is a male role model. The only person who's changed my life more than him would be my dad, and he's been influential to me as a person, and I've grown so much in 3 or 4 years that I've known him. You know, that is not just a leader on the field, but off the field, and such a good man. You know, it inspires you to be a good man also, and follow in his footsteps, and that, you know, that's what it's about.
We feel like he's our son almost, you know, now, and Nicole our daughter, but he's my hero, you know, always will be. But, you know, I'm just in awe of him all the time. Every time I think about it, it just amazes me.
You know, it's pretty exciting every day to come to work and to get to spend time, quality time with your wife, who actually, you know, of course, teaches right across the hall from me. A lot of times in our profession, with what we do, with me coaching baseball and her coaching cheerleaders, the 5 minutes in between classes is about the maximum amount of time that we get to see each other each day. Because she gets home at 6 or 7 o'clock at night. It may be 7 or 8 o'clock at night before I get home, or even 10 or 11 on game nights. So God has really blessed us as a family as a whole, and we felt like that through all the blessings He's given us, that we as a family wanted to give a blessing back. So that's really the reason that we wanted to do this for the Nelson family.
So as you can see, this young coach has more to give than just baseball knowledge. To Jenny Nelson, he gave the gift of life. For Overtime, I'm Collins TUOHY.